Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Norristown Area High School Gym for another NASD TV production. This time it's District 1 Quad A basketball playoffs between the Upper Dublin Cardinals and Norristown Eagles. And we'd like to send a hello out to our cameramen tonight, Carl Moore, Carl Baker, Carl Squared, and of course Garrett Hickman for a wonderful setup tonight. Of course, our producer tonight is Cheryl Emerson, and we want to thank everyone back at the communications booth, Mr. Tony Coy and Sam Galbraith, for all their help this year and for this game, making this District 1 basketball game a reality.
So we're ready for third quarter action. Norristown up by 10 points, looking to expand on that lead in this third quarter. Upper Dublin, of course, trying to keep it close so that they can mount one attack, win this game. Fowler now onto the floor. He is a little rusty. He sat most of the first half with 2 fouls. Green off the drive, feeds to Fowler, and Fowler couldn't hold on to the ball.
And the rust is sitting well on his hands right now.
DiNapoli, good feed to Barlow. Barlow, baseline jumper, won't go. Weldon battling with 2 big bodies inside. Jeremy Berkowitz comes out with it. DiNapoli on the drive. Jumper is good. Mike DiNapoli, for a big guy, that's a pretty nice move against Lee Fowler. DiNapoli has 6 tonight.
Marcus Green driving all the way, back out to his teammate Allen. Wiggins now back into Green to the corner. Ooh, dribbling too much here, Marcus.
Nowhere really to look for Norristown so far. The feed, the baseline jumper is short. Upper Dublin back down with another rebound. You know, what does Norristown have to do to pull away from this Upper Dublin team?
They have to play the same kind of ball that they've been playing all year, smart, sound basketball. They're not doing that. They're taking shots that aren't very high percentage. They're playing silly ball, and then when they do have a fast break, they have to take 2 or 3 shots till they make a layup. I just don't see that. Norristown's not showing their true colors here tonight, and that's a shame because you want to come out in this first game and really make some waves and send a message to the rest of the District 1 teams.
Especially since this is the last game on this court for the seniors for this Norristown team, as all the rest of the games will be neutral site games.
Yep, or at the Apollo Theater down at Temple University.
Nowitzki now on the jumper, won't go. Strong rebound, Mike DiNapoli. Look at him battle. That ball is off of Eric Wiggins. Mike DiNapoli deserves a round of applause. He hustled as hard as he could after that ball. That's the kind of stuff that makes a winner in district playoffs.
Yeah, and you know, when he went for that rebound, Brad Weldon looked over his shoulders like, where's this guy coming from? Well, hello, Brad. Welcome to the playoffs. Everyone's going to play like there's no tomorrow because there is no tomorrow. You don't have another game on Friday if you lose this game. You've got to play 110%. Another foul on Green. That'll be his 3rd.
A bad foul there from Marcus Green. He's got a right there with 2 fouls. You cannot afford to get one early in the third quarter. Milan Dean quickly onto the floor. Marcus Green will sit down and think about that 3rd foul for a little bit.
That's right.
Mr. Excitement is going to have to try and get Norristown some excitement in this 3rd quarter. He did it in the 2nd quarter when he came in, getting Norristown out to their biggest lead of about 14 points.
Upper Dublin patient to work the ball around, looking for a quality shot. Dean tries for the steal. Berkowitz with a shot. It's good.
Jeremy Berkowitz, he has 6 points tonight. They're both 3s. Coach McGee off the bench very quickly. 5-point lead right now. The Upper Dublin fans are going crazy, and their bench is loving it. They have come out in this 3rd quarter firing, and they are hot. Really, really taking it to this Norristown team in the 3rd quarter.
As well, they should be excited because you've got the District 1 #1 seed here with only a 5-point lead, and you seem to have the Eagles reeling back on their heels. And I'll tell you what, if you're an Upper Dublin fan, a cheerleader, or a player, you've got to say, hey, you've got a chance here. This is Norristown's home gym and probably one of the toughest places to play in District 1, besides maybe the gym at Glen Mills or at Coatesville. This is one of the toughest places to come in and win. And you got the Eagles on the ropes here. This is not going to be a blowout right here. This is going to be a close one. And hopefully with those words, Norristown comes off the bench and shows their real true spirit and pulls another 5 points out of the bag and bumps it back up to double digits.
And there's really no sign of this Upper Dublin team letting up in this game either. They have come out strong, and they have kept that intensity the whole game. This is a team that, you know, knows that if they pull an upset tonight, they're going to be remembered for a lot of years for being the team that upset, a great Norristown team.
Well, they've got to play 110%. Like I said, there's no tomorrow. You can't go home tomorrow and say, well, we played a good game, we'll be back next time. There is no next time.
And in a game like this, they really have nothing to lose. They've played them well all year. Great block right there from Fowler. Nowitzki gets his own rebound. Strong to the hole, won't go. And Eric Wiggins, a strong rebound right there.
5 on 3, 5 on 3. You've got to capitalize right here.
Wiggins.
You can't miss layups like that. I was just talking about that. There's Fowler with a putback, though.
And Lee Fowler converts right there. Eric Wiggins with a lot of speed, couldn't get it to go. Lee Fowler, Johnny on the spot right there. He has 8 points. Norristown stopping the bleeding a little bit.
Unbelievable, Greggy. Your vocabulary here behind the microphone is just impeccable. No wonder they want you on that mock trial team. You've got the vocabulary. Here we go again. It's another 4 on 2. Once again, capitalizing is the key.
That ball was on its way down. That should have been a goaltending. Norristown slow it back up again. Norristown coaches are very unhappy. Coach McGee, actually the reserved one over on the bench right now. Unbelievable.
Well, McGee pleased to Dave Masick, and Dave says, nope, nothing there.
Full 2-man game now between Wiggins and Fowler. Establishes position right there. We have a push from behind on Mike DiNapoli. For him, that'll be his 3rd of the night.
Yep, and that's going to cost Upper Dublin, although they haven't really gone deep on their bench. They have 5 individuals who haven't even taken their T-shirts off tonight. DiNapoli can't afford to take an early exit in this game.
Wiggins won't go. Weldon picked up the rebound. He's going to get called for a walk. And Mike DiNapoli is really the guy who has provided the spark. He keeps getting those offensive rebounds down at the other end. If he has to sit because of foul trouble, you lose a lot when he goes onto the bench.
That's right, but it looks like Jeff Huddleston's going to put all his eggs in one basket and just keep him out there, let him play to the hilt, and hopefully that the officials be kind to him.
That's a smooth jumper right there from DiNapoli. 8 points for him, and it's 38-33. Neil, you notice the picks are getting a little more physical. Everything's getting a little more, inside. It's getting a little more pushy. Dean went strong to the basket and wouldn't go.
And every level that we move in this playoffs, it's going to get more and more physical because you're biting nails and you're going for everything. You're going for the District 1 title, and you're going for a great seed in the state championship playoffs.
Mike DiNapoli, we just talked about it, and he got his 4th right there. So quickly off of the bench is number 22, Vince Gravina. He is a big body coming into the game. Mike DiNapoli gets a well-deserved round of applause as he comes off the court, but he'll have to sit for a little bit with those 4 fouls.
That's a tough 4th foul, I'll tell you that. DiNapoli really playing his heart out. He has 8 points tonight. Unfortunately, picking up that 4th foul for the Cardinals.
Dean misses the 2nd of 2. 3 points for him tonight. Now Tom Barlow. Berkowitz in trouble. He finds Barlow. No room given by Eric Wiggins. Barlow trying to settle his team down right now. Berkowitz strong to the hole. Won't go. The man off the bench, Vince Gravina with 2 points. Something Norristown just cannot have. Jeremy Berkowitz drove all the way to the hole, uncontested, and he just missed the layup.
Yeah, and Fowler towers over Gravina, and he didn't time his jump there, and Gravina gets in there and scores a basket. It's a back court, actually.
Nowitzki, the jumper, won't fall, but the rebound to Vince Gravina.
Gravina was there just waiting for the ball. Fowler just stood around waiting for it to come to him. I'm telling you, Norristown, they're not playing their game. They're not playing smart here, and there's going to be a foul here on Eric Wiggins. These are the kind of things that you're going to look at the tape tomorrow if someone's taping this, and we are, besides us, I'm talking about the team. You're going to look at this stuff tomorrow and say, what were we thinking? We threw this game. Damian Solomon coming into the game. Hopefully he can add a spark to this team. I'm not really impressed with Lee Fowler's second half. He was rusty coming off the bench with 2 fouls, and he just hasn't really done anything in this second half.
Norristown needs a spark, and they need it from somebody. They're a very deep bench. They've got to look to somebody. This is not boding well for Norristown. The closer this game gets, the more it falls into Upper Dublin's hands. So all they have to do is put up a couple baskets, and they're quickly in the lead. Gravina now goes baseline. cut off, but he feeds the Barlow. Won't go, and back the other way now. Maurice Allen quickly with speed. He feeds Weldon, but he was grabbed on the way up by Berkowitz.
Berkowitz has fouls to give. That's his first foul, and he realizes he has 10 minutes to play in this game. Maybe in his season, he has to stop Weldon from getting an easy basket. Smart play by Jeremy Berkowitz.
And right now, you look on the floor, and the 5 for Norristown, Maurice Allen, Brad Weldon, Eric Wiggins, Damian Solomon, Milan Dean. Really, the guy that's got to run the show right now for Norristown is Maurice Allen. He is the senior guard, and he is the guy who's at the point. He's got to tell his team, guys, settle down, and he can get the help from the guys on the floor. They have a chance to really, widen this game. He's got to settle them down, though.
Yeah, we're in a very unusual situation here where we're only up by 6 points, and Marcus Green is sitting way at the end of the bench near the cooler, a place he's not used to being.
Gravina now is Upper Dublin, no problem breaking the press. Berkowitz handoff to Nowitzki. He takes about 8 steps. The wild jumper will not go. Solomon grabbed the rebound, but we're going to have a foul off the rebound on Vince Gravina, I believe. For Gravina, his first of the night. Now with just over 2 minutes left to play in this third quarter, 41-35. Norristown up by 6. Upper Dublin giving Norristown a real scare tonight here at Norristown Area High School. Wiggins now swings it to Dean and over to Solomon. Weldon now, a nice little move inside, but it won't go. And Berge comes down with the rebound. Baseball pass up to Nowitzki, and he gets fouled pretty hard going up to the basket, but that's just trying to go after the ball. Brian Nowitzki had to know that was coming. You can't hesitate right there and try and get up to the basket, but that one's going to be on Maurice Allen, I believe his third of the night.
That's right, it was a good foul there by Maurice Allen. I've always been told when I played basketball, and I've always said that if you're going to foul someone, foul them good. Make sure they don't get that shot off. As number 4 comes back for the Eagles, Marcus Green, although he has 3 fouls, he'll come back with 1:39 left in the third quarter and takes place of Maurice Allen.
Norristown coaches over there really discussing what they're going to do, try and get their team, to wake up. Coach McGee has got to be wondering what's going on right now with this Norristown team. They are up by 4 points. A minute and a half left in the third quarter. Marcus Green now lulls his defender to sleep. The floater. Marcus Green off the bench. A little bit of explosion for Norristown. They've got to come back down on the other end and play defense. Upper Dublin has been putting some points up on the board in this quarter.
That's right, and there's a lot of other interesting games going on tonight in the district. As Brian Nowitzki just drains another 3-pointer. He's got 9 points and he cuts the lead to 3. Traveling by Brad Weldon, he knew it. As I was saying, there's a lot of other interesting games going on. You have Westchester East taking on Pencrest, Pennsbury taking on PW, Coatesville taking on CB West, Chester getting that first round bye now taking on Cheltenham, CB East and Academy Park taking it on, and Hatboro Horsham fighting against North Penn. North Penn upsetting Interborough 69-60 in a first round game. And of course, don't forget about Glen Mills. The Bulls are taking on the Indians of Council Rock. So a lot of stuff will be finished out tonight, and we'll move on to the final 8 of District 1 playoffs.
Whoever wins that Westchester East Pencrest game is going to get a good team. We have a great one on our hands tonight here at Norristown Area High School. That ball is off of Upper Dublin, off of Norristown, going to Upper Dublin.
Yeah, and Mike Berge came flying in there at the last second. It looks like he has maybe a contusion on the side of his head. He tripped on somebody's leg. And he'll stay in the game. I'm sure he's cleaning out the cobwebs right now thinking, why did I do that?
So now Upper Dublin with a chance to actually tie this game with a 3-pointer, 43-30. There's just under 40 seconds left in this third quarter. Berkowitz from the corner for 3, and it's a tie game. Jeremy Berkowitz has 9 points tonight. All of them are threes. Coach McGee wanting to hold for the last shot, but it is a tie game right now. Norristown fans have got to try and get their team in this game as the Upper Dublin fans are on their feet right now.
obviously the Norristown fans haven't even spoken yet. They're just sitting on their hands. I don't think they realize that this basketball game is this close. I mean, it's 43-43. That's really close. I don't really think they realize that Upper Dublin, hey, they're playing 110%. Norristown's playing maybe 50%.
And Berkowitz going to get called for the fouls. Milan Dean with the explosion. Berkowitz's third of the night.
Yeah, with 3.8 seconds, that's not the kind of foul that you wanted, although Berkowitz only has 2. It did slow down the Eagles and stopped maybe a scoring opportunity. Nope.
Wiggins can't get it to go. At the end of 3 quarters, Upper Dublin and Norristown are tied at 43. Norristown getting a very big scare from the number 16 seed in the district right now. Folks, this is going to be a barn burner in the 4th quarter.
I know, and seem to recall 2 teams locking up in college ball. Let's see, it was in the 80s. They're both wearing blue and white. I think it was Georgetown and Villanova, and the overpowering Georgetown went into the final game of the NCAA playoffs at the final game. Villanova, the young upstart team, coached by Raleigh Massimino, didn't have a shot to beat the mighty, powerful Hoyas, and Villanova came out as NCAA champions. And that's the kind of game we're seeing right here. Upper Dublin not given much of a shot to come in and upset Norristown in their own gym, but that's exactly what they're doing with the tie ball game of 43-43. You definitely want to stay tuned for the rest of this game, as Upper Dublin has come to play and come to make a serious comment here about Norristown.